Hello everyone. So here we have stopped in the last video. I'm sorry, I got a little cough as well. Okay, anyway, now the system will not be able to differentiate between these two constructors. That makes sense, right? So then only I decide, okay, let's have according to my need anyway, I'm having another parameter. So now this is fine. The system is now not telling an error because the system can understand from the usage three parameters, then this is the constructor. I also remember the data type should be compatible, right? With the usage. Three parameters this constructor, two parameters this constructor. Okay, so I will again remove it and I will show you a different thing. Okay, so I'm telling you another way. Okay, so this is one way of constructor overloading. You can increase the number of parameters so that the system will find, okay, this is differentiate between two constructors. Okay, with normal methods also you can use this scenario. So those things you will study when you go to inheritance or when you go to polymorphism, we will study those things. Let's look at the constructor for the moment. So without increasing the number of parameters, okay, the method input parameters, is there any other way to successfully make this constructor overloading happening? That means, is there any other way to getting rid of this error? Is there any other way to tell the program to enable the program to differentiate between these two constructors, without increasing the number of parameters? I say yes. What is the way? You can see, even though these method parameters are two here and here, another thing is similar. What is that? First we have a string and then we have an integer. Yes or no? Yes. Here also first we have a string and then we have an integer. Or we can say we have a string and integer, we have a string and integer. Okay, so what I can do is I will change. I'm just saying this will not help for our scenario because here we have integer, but to understand, let's say I'm having another string value passing here. I'm just saying, okay guys, just try to understand. String, let's say name, something like that. Okay, now you see the error has gone. Why? Because now there's a difference. If this is two string and integer, this is two strings. Okay, so when the user is using, if he is passing a string and an integer, then this method constructor will be used. And when the user is using calling this constructor, if he is passing two constructors, two string values, then the system will differentiate, this constructor should be used. So then there's no problem. You understand? So it depends on the usage, whether you are passing an integer, string and integer or whether you are passing two strings. Depending on that, we will decide this constructor or this constructor. You understand? So this is how also we can do constructor overloading, second way. Okay, in our scenario it will not work because we don't have the name variable here, so it will not work. I'm just telling so that you know it, you come to know it. Okay, now again we will go back to the error. And let's see if there's another way to do this. Now we have seen two ways. Okay, one is increasing the number of parameters, method parameters or method whatever this input values, then differentiating using the differentiating using the data type, string and integer or string and string. Is there any other way? So let's try. What I will do is, in the second one, I will copy the integer first and paste it here, and I will keep the string later. See, now also the error is gone. What I have done is just changed the order of these input parameters, okay, or input values. See, first we are using giving string and then integer. Sorry guys, but here first we are giving integer and then a color. Okay, if both of the constructors are doing the same way, then we don't have to do same thing, then we don't have to use two constructors. Let's say we are having two constructors with different purposes. Okay, then how we can differentiate? So here, if the user is using the using a constructor first with the string and then with a number, then this constructor will be used by the system. If the user is calling a constructor first with the number and then with the string, then this constructor will be used. Okay, so I have talked about three constructor overloading successful scenarios. That means to avoid this duplication error. One is our purpose, that increasing the number of parameters depending on our purpose. Other one is changing the data type of the parameters. Other one is changing the sequence of the parameters, order of the parameters. this is first, this is second, or this is first, this is second, like that. Okay guys, so is that clear to you? I hope it's good. Anyway, I will go back and I will add my boolean as usual, as earlier, boolean, so that I can proceed with my purpose. So this is fine. Okay, so from our first scenario, this works, this constructor overloading works, no problem happens. Anyway, once I use this constructor, I want to verify whether this AutoGear value is successfully being set or not. Okay, using which, how do I verify? I serial print the value. So to serial print the value, I system out println the value. So system out println the value, I need to have a getter method. So already for color and wheels we have the getter method. Now I have to create a getter method for AutoGear as well. Okay, I mean, which one? This one. So I will write a getter method like how I have earlier did, public, I will say boolean, return type get auto gear. Is it correct? Yeah, we are good. And I will say return the same way, this dot auto gear. The suggestion is being given here, so I will use that. So we are good. See, now I can verify, like once a constructor is created, using the constructor once object is created, I will call the get AutoGear method and see whether this AutoGear is true or not, created or not. Okay, so I will save it. I am not creating a setter method for this AutoGear because I don't want the user to set the AutoGear later. I want that to be happening only at the very moment of that. If the user doesn't want to have it, he can use this constructor without AutoGear. We are good. Okay, so it looks like we are studying a lot of things in this video. Let's try that. Okay, so now you see this constructor is working fine because we didn't touch it, we only overloaded a new one. Okay, so if you click it with control, you will see this constructor is being called. See, first one. Okay, so what I will do is I will use the other one, create another car using the another constructor. Okay, so again I will see car, I will see I will write what we can say, my car with my auto car. Okay, so that makes sense, right? My auto car, that means AutoGear car. Here I will use the next constructor. You can see this new car. Here I will pass the color as, let's say let's go for blue. I want the blue car, let's say 4 wheels, and I'm going to pass the third parameter, that's a boolean. I'm going to say true. Okay, that means AutoGear is true. Okay, now you see what is here it's saying. Okay, it's not used, doesn't matter, don't worry about that. Okay, so now first I am printing the first car values. Okay, and then I'm going to print the car values from this my auto car as well. Okay, so what I will do is I will then print it system.println. So I will change it my auto car. So I will copy this, change it to my auto car. So now I'm printing the color on wheels of the my auto car. So it should be blue and 4 wheels. First I print this color and wheels of the first object, my car. Then I am printing the color and wheels of the second object, my auto car. You understand guys what I am doing? I hope yes. Then I am going to print the other one as well. Okay, what AutoGear is true or not. If the AutoGear is true, that means the car is created with the AutoGear. If it is not true, that means it is not created with the AutoGear. It is not AutoGear car. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I will see my auto car dot you see my getter method is here, the method I wrote a little bit ago, get AutoGear. Click it and I close. Okay, so now I am trying to print. Yes or no? Yes. So this printing and the outcome, please follow me up in the next video and we will see whether it really works or not.